All right, so a very good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for being with us on the Indigenous Ways concert series. You know, just before we start, I am just over the moon about our Oklahoma brothers and sisters and what's come down the pipeline. So in saying that, I just want to start with us, and the way that we always start is just acknowledging our traditional caretakers and ancestors of these lands that we reside in here, where Tash and I are based in Santa Fe, New Mexico, the Pueblos here, and also wherever you are beaming in from, and acknowledging the traditional caretakers and ancestors and owners of the lands that you are on today, so we could be here.
And our Indigenous Ways nonprofit, as always, is dedicated to bridging cultural exchanges with people globally through arts and music. Our goal is always to break walls down so that we don't have this separation physically, psychologically, mentally, spiritually. We are all one. Our blood is all red, and we are five-fingered beings, and we should all respect and learn from each other. So that's what Indigenous Ways is all about. Thank you all for being here tonight. We have...
and if you're beaming in from our social networks platform, welcome all our Facebookers, Twitch, Instagram people, YouTube. Really grateful to have you. Thank you also if you're sharing this and having a watch party as this grows.
And we'd also like to just reinforce that every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock we have Wisdom Keepers, young and old souls come in that we respect their walk, and we're getting amazing spectrum of people from just different walks of life. And then our Friday night, we reserve that night for entertainment. So at this moment, we've got some amazing entertainers for the month of July. And as we grow and continue to evolve with this platform and changes happen, because nothing stays the same, we will keep you all posted. At the moment, we've got Wednesdays and Fridays for the month of July. What's going to happen in August? We will let you know as we are ever evolving.
Stay tuned.
Please do.
Okay.
All right, so Lakota John. Lakota John is an amazing spirit. He is an old soul. Lakota John is one of those guys that was probably in a past life mixing jazz and blues with chanting.
Even before in the
womb. Even before in the womb. He
Yeah.
comes from a family of musicians. He's just taken to blues. I've never heard anything like him. I've never heard anybody like him. His style of playing, he's learned from the best, and he took it upon himself to make a sound of his own, where he's able to customize old cover tunes from the, gosh, how far do you go back, Lakota John? 1910, 1920?
Probably, yeah.
1890 maybe?
Early 1900s, yeah.
Early 1900s, and then he makes it his own.
Oof.
And his influences are some of my greatest heroes. I'm a blues fan, Miles Davis and all kinds of great performers. So Lakota John is beautiful. Let's give it up for Lakota John. He's going to entertain us tonight for about 45 minutes. Thank you.
All right, Lakota John. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here, mate. Love you big.
Thank you. So for everyone, I'll talk a little bit about, I like to tell people my performance is typically a musical conversation. And I think storytelling is important, and this is things that I try to incorporate in my performance because it connects with you. And this is a song, this is an original song. Most of my material tonight will be original material. But I'm going to kick off the set with this song. It's called Back in My Heart Again. Warm summer moon shining
of you back in my heart again. You went away. I was sad and lonely, spending my day thinking of you only. Warm summer moon back in my heart again. Ooh. The sun has not been shining much since you went away. I'm thinking of your tender touch, dreaming from night till day. Warm summer moon shining all around me. Warm evening wind still trying to confound me. Dreaming of you back in my heart again. Ooh, oh, sing it now. Warm summer moon shining all around me. Warm evening wind still trying to confound me. Dreaming of you back in my heart again. Yes.
You crank that up, man.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you. I've been fortunate, as Tosh, you were saying. I've been fortunate to have a lot of mentors throughout my life, and people who. Oh, Sheila's on the line. How's it going, Big Sis?
Good to see you all.
Great to see y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just, here jamming.
Just vibing.
So I'm very honored to be a part of Indigenous Ways. And I've had a lot of mentors, that teach me along the way. And I think that's what is important, I tell you what, I wouldn't be the person I am today without those people and my family and support and love, But this is a tune. Anybody ever have any lazy days? I mean, good Lord. I have them all the time. Man, I gotta set a schedule for myself and don't want to get up some days, and I've been doing video editing lately and I'm like, I'm dreading that. It's like, oh my God. Y'all know the feeling though. These days you just don't want to do nothing. But this is a song from the early 1900s by a guy named Hoagie Carmichael. And Leon Redbone kind of made this song, I guess, popular, but here we go.
lazy bones loafing through the day. How you supposed to make a dime that way? You'll never make a dime that way. Sleeping in that evening shade. Lazy bones sleeping in the sun. How you supposed to get your day's work done? Well, you'll never get your day's work done. Lying in that noonday sun. Now when the mail needs mailing, I'll bet you'll keep saying, man, I'll do it some other time. And when you go fishing, I bet you'll keep wishing them fish won't grab at your line. Lazy bones, loafing through the day. How you supposed to make a dime that way? Well, you'll never make a dime that way. You never heard a word I say. Talk to him, Buffy. Oh, yeah. Now when the taters need spraying, I'll bet you'll keep saying, well, them bugs, they will fall off the vine. And when you go fishing, I know you'll keep wishing them fish won't grab at your line. Man, you are just a lazy bones, loafing through the day. How you supposed to get that cornmeal made? Yeah, you'll never get your cornmeal made. Sleeping in that evening shade. Well, you'll never make a dime that way. Sleeping in that evening shade. Well, you'll never heard a word I say. You never make a dime that way. Lazy bone.
You right on, man. Right on.
Thank you. So I grew up listening to a lot of 60s and 70s. How's the guitar? Is it overpowering the vocals or vice
Sounding good. It's perfect.
It's
Perfect.
even.
Good deal. So, someone that I really admire a lot, and I'm not going to tell my age. I want y'all to guess it at the end. It's not hard to guess, but you know. But anyway, I grew up listening to a lot of 60s and 70s, you know, classic rock. Bonnie Raitt, Jackson Browne, Little Feat, Leonard Skinner, God, who else? Donny Hathaway, love him. Fleetwood Mac, y'all get the picture. Well, one guy that I love, you know, he's not a shredder. Not on the guitar, at least. Not on piano, not on vocals. He's not the best vocalist, but his lyrics really just speak. And his name's Bob Dylan, and I'm sure y'all know that guy. Well, this is a song that I heard when I was a little guy. First, I heard Susan Tedeschi do it and Derek Trucks do it at Walnut Creek in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Derek Slide just spoke to me, and I'm like, well, I got to find out, who did they learn this from? So I ran across Bob Dylan, and I love this song because of the lyrics. I just made it my own.
Well, it ain't no use to wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. It ain't no use to wonder why, babe. It'll never do somehow when your rooster crows at the break of dawn. Look out your window and I'll be gone. You are the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. It ain't no use turning on your light, babe. The light I've never known. It ain't no use turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road, but I wish there was something you would do or say to make me change my mind and stay. But we never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. It ain't no use turning on your light. The light I've never known. It ain't no use turning on your light, mama. I'm on the dark side of the road, but I wish there was something you would do or say to make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. I'ma go around again. Is that alright with y'all? Good. Ooh, y'all feel that? wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright.
We don't want this night to end.
Beautiful, man.
Time, please
Good
slow down.
medicine.
Oh, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Making songs. Well, you know, I was telling someone recently that with artistry and creation, you know, it shouldn't be. I mean, if you're playing everything note for note, right? You know, is it yours at that point, right? And if you're doing everything right, and you know, we all have influences, in whether it's art, painting, whatever it may be, we learn from something. But I was telling a friend of mine, I said, you know, I think the goal should be, this is the fun part of the show, right? The goal should be getting enough of information and data along your journey, whether it's musical, whatever it is, and making it your own. You know, like I pick up a thing here, stone here, stone here, stone here, and then by the time I'm done, I got a pocket full of, you know, all kinds of different things: stones, rocks, pebbles, whatever. And this has been a thing that I've incorporated throughout my musical journey thus far, and mentors have helped me do that along the way. And I was talking to my mentor one day, and he says, "John, you need a theme song." I said, "A what?" He said, "You need a theme song, dude." I said, "Mark, I don't need no theme song. What are you talking about, dude?" He says, "Well, he said, you like to play all kinds of instruments." I said, "I do. I mess around on piano and guitar and banjo and bass and ukulele." And he says, "Well, you've got all these influences, you got all these instruments." He says, "Well, excuse me, why don't you take a song and describe yourself?" I said, "Man, ain't that kind of selfish?" He says, "No." He says, "You know, I look at you and as a music man is what I call you." I says, "Well, Mark, you know," and this is coming from my mentor who's 73, and that just touched my heart. I was like, "Well, man, we need to write this song together." So here we go. I'm a music man. I sing my song out loud where I can. When there's a song in my heart, right from the start. That rhythm, it just grabs me way down deep inside me. I'm a music man. I sing my song out loud where I can. I think I always had a guitar in my hand, here to take my stand, 'cause I'm a music man.
Way down deep inside me, I'm a music man. My heart is singing all across this land. Well, I think I always had a guitar in my hand, here to take my stand, 'cause I'm a music man.
Amazing.
You, oh no mas, beautiful.
Amazing interpreting too. Oh my God. I'm getting
Oh my
lost in
God.
you guys.
That's wonderful.
Loving it.
Thank you.
Really loving it.
Hey, great. Sheila, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. You know, this past, oh my God, I ain't even going to talk about quarantine. Like prior to this whole last year, I tell a little bit about myself and things I've been doing lately. So I met this gentleman probably about 5 years ago. And Mark has lived all over the world. I mean, he was born in Paris. He lived in New York for about 40 years. He worked with NBC, worked with a lot of different artists, Doobie Brothers, and the list goes on. Then he moved to Seattle, lived there for about 20-something years. Well, at the time, little did I know that he was from Robeson County. He's a Robesonian. And Robeson County is where I live. It's where I was born and raised. And Robeson County, I live in Pembroke, North Carolina, which is located in Robeson County. And for any of you that's been to the East Coast, if you've heard of south of the border, Pedro and the golf cart, all kinds of stuff. I live about 15 minutes from there. Maybe you've heard, maybe you haven't, but basically, in a nutshell, it's in the middle of nowhere, a very rural area, so there was never really a place for me to go and play and perform. You know, the nearest place was like nearly an hour away, I guess. And but anyway, met this guy. He came back home after all of these years of being gone, you know. And he started working with the local arts council. And we got in touch, and he says, "Man, what is this music that you're playing? You know, it's old music. Like you ain't supposed to be playing this." I was like, "I know. That's what everybody tells me." Oh, and 90% of my friends, y'all, are at least 50. So when people's like, "Oh, 50's old," no, it isn't. But anyway, we started working together. And his expertise and knowledge is just incredible. He plays piano. And we've, as you can imagine, developed a great friendship over the years. And so I talked to him about all kinds of stuff, you know. And I was talking to him one day. I says, "Mark, do you ever realize this or notice this in relationships? Like, this is a thing, right?" He says, "What are you talking about?" I says, "Well, you know, whenever you talk to somebody or you get to know someone," I said, there's always this fork in the road. It's like, you know, you can, after the first date, right, after the coffee, after the meeting, dinner, if it goes good, then you're probably like, okay, well, are we going to do this again? Or, and then maybe it just snowballs, right? He says, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about." I says, "Well, I want to write a song about this." He says, "Okay, well, write down what you want to say." I said, "Yeah, like it's that easy." He said, "It is." And I says, "I notice all my friends get in this unhappy relationship. And they just want to stay, you know." And I'm like, "What's y'all's goals?" So this song is kind of about that in a nutshell. But I always end with a question or lead with a question. Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? What do you want that I can't give you? Don't whisper in my ear, asking for things I won't do. Where do we go from here? Things are so right the way I like them. I see you shed a tear. You're wanting more, I fear. Sail away in our land of dreams for a day. Let the moments beam. Life is so nice this way. Why can't it stay uncomplicated? Let's keep it for a day. Let the memories stay. Trying to go too far ends up in hurt and spoils the beauty. We've had a nice affair. Let's smile and leave it there. Let's smile and leave it there.
Beautiful, man.
Awesome. Well, that's a favorite tune of mine, and a lot of people, they're like, "Oh my God, that's like words. You just spoke my mind through a song."
Awesome, bro. Awesome.
Oh, thank you. So, y'all, this is Buffy. This is my guitar's name. Her name is Buffy. Not from the Vampire Slayer, not from Buffy St. Marie. Because, and I've seen both. I know both. And, you know, and I'll talk about her in a few seconds, but kind of ties into the last song. Buffy and I have been in a relationship for a little bit of time now, and I'll get to her soon. I know she's like, "John, I've been talking all evening, but I haven't even gotten a word in." But she and I, we never get in an argument, right? We travel the world together. Well, not now, but we did. And it's just been a connection that I had, and I took her down to New Orleans. Has anybody ever been there before? So it was just her and I. We were just down on Bourbon Street, Bill's in Memphis. And we were just jamming. I met some people. We had some drinks. I was like, down here, I was like, oh my God, you can just get a drink in a bar and just walk out. I like this place.
Headed down to New Orleans, where they tell me it's a quaint little town. Well, when I got on down to New Orleans, there was pretty girls from all around. Well, VJ, you know what I'm talking about here. were downtown dancing on street corners. There were uptown swaying with that sound. My thing sure seems different way down here in New Orleans town. Man, I'm digging the interpreters. They're just jamming. Go, girl.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hopped in my Prius, headed down the lonesome road, just to leave these blues behind. Well, it's a long, cold winter in New Mexico, baby. It's time I'm riding high. Headed down to New Orleans. Well, they tell me it's a quaint little town. Well, when I got on down to New Orleans, there was pretty girls from all around. Oh, look, there's one.
Everybody, let's give Lakota John a standing
Lakota.
ovation and see if we can talk him into one more song. What do you
Zoomsters,
Yeah,
if
brother,
you're
way
on,
to go,
take yourselves
bro.
off
Everybody help
mic.
me
If
out.
you're on social media, type something if you
Love
want
it.
another one from Lakota John.
Thank you, Uncle.
Yeah.
Lakota John, one more. Don't leave us hanging
Uno
like this,
más,
man. Don't
uno
leave us hanging.
más.
I will not leave you hanging because you said 45 minutes and we're only at the 40-minute mark.
Even better. Woohoo.
Let's go overtime.
Let's go over. So,
how much time do I have?
You've got as much time as you want, brother. Just kidding. 5 more minutes.
Right on, Lakota.
All right, man. Thanks.
2 more, Lakota. 2 more.
Well, I'm going to make this out of one song.
do y'all feel that?
Feeling it.
Ooh. I'm just going to hang on this suspended cord.
So I just mentioned Buffy, right? I'm not going to leave her out because she's going to kill me later. So Buffy is about 2.5 years old, but she's almost 300 years old. About 5 years ago, I played the National Folk Festival, which was located in Greensboro, North Carolina, with a mentor of mine. John D's 91 now. And after the show, I said, Dad, let's go around to these vendors, man, and check you out. You know, different things, get some food. He said, okay. As we were walking, I saw this booth. There's this guy that built guitars, a luthier booth. So I said, Dad, let's hop in there, man. Check out what he's got. We walked in. I said, man, you got any lefties? He said, lefties? I said, man, get out of here. No lefties allowed. So I took a righty and just started fooling around on it. He says, man, what are you doing here? He says, man, I love your style. He said, I don't hear many young people playing this. I said, I'm here with my mentor. He laughed. But shortly after that, he reached out to me on Facebook. He says, LJ, I want to build your guitar. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, anything you want in a guitar, you can have. So I thought about that thing, and y'all, that's been like one of the toughest decisions I've ever made in my life. What do I want to look at for the rest of my life, and what do I want it to sound like? Almost like a tattoo, but not. So, this is Buffy. And Buffy and I, we've had a tight connection. We've traveled the world together, and she inspires me so much that she inspired me a lot to write this song.
Together at home, we are not alone. Pass the time away, take it day by day. Together at home, we are not alone. Divided we will fall, united we'll stand. Where the heart is, when we're safe and sound. Peace and comfort lives where love abounds. Help each other, love one another, wipe away our tears. We'll make it to the top. Have hope, fear not. It may be raining, the sun will shine again. Mother Earth, our healer, gives what she gets. When good seeds are sown, roots then grow strong. The bonds becomes one. take it day by day, together at home. We are not alone. Divided we will fall, united we'll stand.
All right.
Let's
Amazing.
give it up
Yeah,
for
let's give it up for
Lakota
Lakota John. He put 2
John.
songs into one.
Right on. Amazing. Great medicine.
Wow.
Love it, brother.
Good
Love it.
medicine.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Lakota John, for keeping Santa Fe in your heart, and Institute of American Indian Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheila, Dr. Sheila
Sheila's
Rocha.
here tonight, and Mom and
Love you,
Harry, my sister Missy, lots of beautiful people. Caleb, one of our
How many
students.
people's here?
We've got 29 on and
the
we've
Zoom
got
stuff.
different ones on our Facebook platform. So
Awesome.
the nice intimate
Yay,
number.
Lakota.
Awesome.
Right on. We're just going to do a little commercial break in here. And thanks everyone for being on Zoom and just coming up on Wednesday, the 15th, in our Wisdom Circle. We've got from Coche de Pueblo, Joni Romero. She is a mover and shaker in Indian policy and has made many things. So she'll be joining us. And then next week at the Concert Circle, same time, same channel. I'm just going to mute the line for a minute and then come back in. There we go. What we've got going is at our Concert Circle, Crazy Cassie. His name's Cassie Nicholson, who is a wonderful comedian, particularly at this time. You know, medicine is laughter. So he'll be coming in next week. So for our Zoomsters, it's the same ID coming in. Thank you for being in here. It's really great to have you all.
And we are so grateful, as always, for our ASL interpreters who makes access available. And thank you all for your preparation, all the extra time that you take into getting ready for the musicians, the poetry, the songs, the metaphors, the idioms, all that stuff to say, what does this really mean? How do I put it into ASL? Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate all of you. Thank you. And Cress and Tristan, you both did a great job tonight. We are going to be heading back to the Navajo Nation for our run number 3 on Tuesday. We're going up to Black Mountain, Zitlijin, and up there we're going to take cleaning supplies, and we have some extra added wonderful gifts for our elders on Black Mountain. We have some straw hats. Thank you, Willa and Jim. And we have some canned goods, a few of those, and we have some other wonderful accessories, but mainly everybody's going to get some really, really good cleaning supplies.
So we're very honored because this is only possible because of your donations,
And it's
making this
you.
possible.
It's you.
And also the incredible community that's come to do this. This is, as Tash was saying, our 3rd one. We can't do it by ourselves, but it's been the outpour of the love from the community. So if you're able or want to donate, you can go to IndigenousWays.org and you can do that there. Here is the links. Also our social medias. If you're in Facebook, please like us, or any of our other social media. If you want to hear what's going on, you can go to IndigenousWays.org, where our wonderful newsletter is that goes out twice weekly with all the amazing things that has been going on. But we could not do this without you. So this whole community, online community, has been a pouring in support through each and every one of you, which we started on the 1st of April, twice a week. And it was really about gathering through music, through laughter, through spoken word, through elders, through healers, of how do we get through this together, you know. And so united we all are. But all of this is possible thanks to our individual donors like you who are able to give, but also our sponsors, which are the NEA, the National Arts Endowment. We've got New Mexico Arts, the First Peoples Fund and also the Santa Fe City of Arts and Culture Department, and our Wisdom Circle is also funded and supported through the New Mexico Humanities Council and also the the National Endowments of Humanities. So we're grateful for each and every one of them. But you know what? This would not be possible without the likes of our amazing performer. So if you're here in Zoom and you want to turn on your cameras, now's the time. This is a Q&A, or if you want to have comments for the beautiful Lakota John. The amount of times that I said, oh, he is so beautiful, we'd probably be millionaires in this short time here. So if you're in Zoom and you want to turn on your camera and just check in wherever you're at, or say something to Lakota John, or a question. If you're in our social media and you want to have a question or a comment, please print that in now. It's great to see everyone. I'm also going to go through on my end, and if you see something pop up like your turn your camera on, it's up to you whether or not you want to do this. Remember, we're being recorded. It's also going out, or if you want to hey Diana, great. Okay.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna hand this over to everybody. We do have our interpreter here, Tristan, and for those of you that need the ASL services, you can always pin Tristan so you can see what he's saying and not see all these little boxes and everybody saying the same thing and talking. It's kind of confusing for sign language. So thank you, all you beautiful beings. Thank you, Christina Bueno, New York City, Nijoni, Amy, Rachel, Narissa, Sarah, Jerry Barney from the Navajo Nation, who's currently in Boston, Mom and Harry, all of you, Matthew James
from the Res, right on.
Love
Matthew.
you guys, man. You guys give it up for Lakota John. Ask him any question you want.
I just wanted to say that was a lovely performance. I'm really glad I got a chance to hear you. Wasn't feeling so good today because I had sinus stuff, and it's all gone now. So thank you very much. That was healing. So nice to hear you.
Thanks for that, Narissa. And just to plug, Narissa was in the concert series on Friday. You can actually go to our website to see all 32 performers. But thanks, Narissa, for being here tonight, tired and all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lakota, you're on mute too.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to say that I think you had a very wonderful storytelling voice, and I enjoyed hearing you tell all the stories throughout in between your sets. And for an online performance, it's not easy, but it was you made the story come alive, anyways.
Awesome, Najoi.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, awesome.
low.
Yeah. Well, storytelling is just that's how I really connect with my songs, and it's not about. It's just, and this is really, a person just asked me, John, are these stories real? Are they true? And I'm like, yeah, they are. I'm not going to be up here lying, you know what I mean? So these are a real part of my life, so thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Lakota. It's Rachel.
Rachel,
And
what's up?
yeah, it's so wonderful to hear your talent. And I wrote in the chat there, I was going through withdrawals. I got used to seeing you 3 years in a row, and just know you are missed. And I was through North Carolina recently, and I was like, I wonder where he's at. I was by North Carolina. There's like a mill town nearby, not from UNC, not far.
Chapel Hill or Durham?
Yeah, there was a bridge there with lots of art and spray paint. That's what I remember. But
Oh, that's cool.
but I was thinking of you, and
Awesome. Well, you should have called me.
well, I will next time. Us natives.
Yeah, great to see you again. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, gosh, thank you all. If nobody's got anything else to say,
Any
we love
questions,
you
anything?
all. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Any musicians out there? Anybody play any music? Nobody? Come on.
Jerry Barney, give it up, Jerry.
I know all of y'all be singing in the shower. Come on now. All right. Well, thank y'all.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
Sheila had.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I sing.
Is that you, Matthew?
Yeah.
Pinion Matthew?
Yeah.
All right. Pinion, Arizona, Navajo Nation. Matthew James.
What's up,
Give it
Matthew?
up, Matthew.
Yeah, I sing. I don't know how to do this.
Awesome, man. What kind of stuff you like?
Pop, rock, country, and mostly anything.
That's awesome, man. Music is the healer, dude. And like, I don't care what it is, you know, you can always incorporate that and always do that, and that'll keep us all together.
I do covers on YouTube.
Okay, Matthew James is just what I search.
Yeah, just Matthew James or
Okay.
Matt Directioner.
Okay, well, man, you can follow me on Instagram too, and just shoot me a message or Facebook at Lakota John, and we'll get connected, dude.
Okay,
Awesome, nice to meet you.
you too.
We love you, Matthew.
Good to see you, Matthew, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Do we have any other Zoomsters? While some people are thinking what to say, you know, I've got the wrong glasses on, so I've almost got to kiss my laptop. But we've got Karen Rencounter out in our Instagram just saying really nice. And we've got another Karen Price Coberly. She says, thanks. That
Yeah.
was so great.
Karen from the Navajo Nation.
Another
right
Navajo
on.
Nation.
Yeah.
A lot of people in our social media sites deeply touched, profoundly touched by the sounds and your song. So thank you so much, Lakota John.
Thank
Anyone else in Zoom before we close up for the evening? Absolutely, Alex. Oh, okay. You might need to turn your volume up.
Alex Gonzalez.
Can you hear me now?
Now,
Yes,
yeah,
we
you're
can
on.
hear you
Yeah.
now.
Hi, y'all. Good evening. I'm a New Mexican, and now I'm in New York. And I want to thank Christina for inviting me in and over, and for TV in Santa Fe. She was one of my teachers, so thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Um, I just have to say thank you for lending an opportunity for us to come in and just get away from what's happening. Y'all, just my heart right now is just so overjoyed with healing and happiness and being with real people. So Lakota, thank you
Oh,
very
thank
much. Muchas gracias.
Thank
and
you.
and just thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank
I
you,
also
Alex.
want to give a big shout out to Christina. I'm going to bring you in a bit, Christina, but Christina's been a champion and getting the word out to the peeps.
Well, I wanted to say it's really good to see you, Lakota John. I miss you, and just really happy to hear you bringing that room alive and bringing this Zoom meeting alive. And
By
No,
giving it away. So I just wanted to thank you, Christina. Christina, do you have any words? And then Dr. Sheila Rocha, we're going to go to you because, you know, you're the reason we've met Lakota.
Thank you, Christina.
Okay, hi, yes. So I just really wanted to say thank you so much for all the people that have come and for everything that, you know, help you get out of our minds and really focus on this wisdom and the music, of course, that you've been able to give us and really be able to be grateful for life. And thank you, Lakota. I really liked that song about lazy bones. That one really resonated with me because that was me today. I was
Oh my
just
God.
laid up and I slept so much today. And I slept more this afternoon because it was raining all the afternoon. And I just being here, you know, that song really kind of resonated with me and made me smile because it made me think of myself and my day. So I thought, that's okay. I can be lazy. Just some of the.
Yeah, everybody's got those days. We can't. Hey, we can't be productive all the time. It ain't possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true.
Take a break. We gotta chill. Nice to
All
meet
right,
you.
let's hear from Sheila Rocha. Sheila, you need to unmute your mic.
Yes. Hey, guys. It's so good to see all of you. Tasha and Elena, I want to thank you again for bringing beauty and joy and good stuff into the hearts and into the homes of all of us. Since we can't all be together like we'd like to, so good to see friends, Uncle, Rochelle, Phyllis, all of you. And John, it's just been too long, brother.
I know.
It's just
Oh my
been
God.
too long. I want to come up there and hug you right through the virtual screen,
Virtual hug, right.
So I'm sending you my love. My face ain't up there today. I had some eye surgery, so it looks like I got abused. You should have seen the other guy. At IAIA, we're going to go ahead and start the semester and see what happens. And at least for the first 8 weeks, we're going to have a few live classes, person to person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that, maybe we can bring my brother back down. We got to do it fast within that 8 week.
Oh yeah, we got to.
And hopefully have you there and do some stuff. If it wasn't for Indigenous Solutions, I'm not sure exactly where we'd be at this point, because they continue to pull community together. And when I say community, I mean that in the broadest sense. You're all beautiful people, and together it just gives us a little bit more inspiration and a sense of purpose, and holds us tight to that essence of creativity, because it's difficult to feel inspirited every day.
Yeah.
Just because of the reality of things. But when we have these moments like this, and I see all of your beautiful faces and hear your beautiful music, it gives me hope. So I love you guys.
We love you, Sheila.
Love you, Sheila.
Love you.
Yay,
We love
All
you.
right, everybody. Have a great night.
Just before we sign off, this would not be possible with each and every one of you signing on, whether that be Zoom, whether that be through our platforms, whether you're watching a recording of this, and in the archives that we have at IndigenousWays.org, virtual events. But while we're here, please, let's give it up for our interpreters, Tristan, and our crew who made it possible for access for everyone. But more importantly, let's give it up for the one and only Lakota John.
Yeah.
Lakota John.
Woo! Lakota!
And you can
Lakota's sign
Rock,
name,
brother.
LJ. Lakota's sign name, LJ.
and if you want to keep him in his beautiful habit and what he's doing, you can find him at lakotajohn.com. Please go and purchase, if you can, his music. You've just got a small snippet of it. You can see the essence of his beauty just come straight through the sounds of the guitar strings, his beautiful smile. And this is just the tip of his iceberg of where he's at in his creativity. So we're just so honored that you're here to bless all of us, Lakota John. But also thank you, each and every one of you, for beaming in. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Wednesday at the Wisdom Circle, same time, same channel. That is at Zoom. You can go and look at our links for that. But be safe, wear your mask, keep distance, and don't forget to make heaps and heaps of trouble. So let's give it up again for the beautiful Lakota John, and thank you everyone for being here this evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, IndigiFam.
Love you. Thank you, guys. Love you big. Have a great weekend. Be safe.
Be safe.
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
Thanks, Lakota.
Love you all.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Sheila.
you.
Love you big. Good to see you guys.
Thank you, Sheila, for telling me about this.
Right on, Uncle. Thanks for being here, darling. We're back again. Sheila, we love you.
Love you too, guys.
We're going to have
Kisses,
you
John.
on here too. Okay, be safe. Matt,